Whenever people meet me in public, the first thing they always ask is, how did you get started in YouTube? And then they tell me, I want to do a channel. And most of the time, the channel that they want to do is cooking. And of course, they're asking the right person because I do cooking. So I decided that I wanted to do a list of 10 things that you should know before you start your cooking page. All right?
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
All right, so first of all, should you start a cooking page in 2023? I think the simple answer to that is yes and no. That's like that tree falling in the forest thing, Joel. Does it make a sound? Yes and no, right? So the yes is because you might be the one.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of young people started their cooking channels in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, and they took off, Joel. 3 million subscribers, making buku money. But they're unique in some weird type of ways. Like there's one that's, this lady's called Lisa Win. I think it's spelled like, is Win a Korean name? It's like N-U-G-U-N. It's spelled weird. Anyways, she doesn't even know how to cook, Joel. But she's making videos on her learning to cook. I think that's very unique. She shows her mistakes, and then she'll come back later and show you how she tried the dish again and got better at it. I could see why that took off.
People like this stuff like that.
People like for you to be dumb. What's his name? The one that did Rocking New Year's Eve? Dick Clark. Dick Clark told Ryan Seacrest that whenever you do the job that you're doing, the on-camera thing, you're supposed to make it look so easy that people watching you can think to themselves, I could do that. And I could do it better than him. They might not be able to because they don't know what all goes on behind the scene. Like just now, me and Joe had to stop and clean off these chairs because he left it on this tree for us to do our talking heads, and the tree just spit on it.
I know.
Chair was nasty. Now he's gonna have to wash it off, but we didn't expect that when we ran out here because we're trying to hide from the heat, right? So anyways, I did make a list, and Joe's gonna chime in because Joe's my my little sidekick. You know what? You're not really a sidekick. Honestly, I take that back. I like to joke when I meet people and I tell them I'm just a pretty face on camera that can talk, but Joe's the one behind the scene doing all the cooking. That's not a lie. It's really not a lie.
So you're going to tell me I'm your side piece.
Anyways, Joe gave me some of these, and one of them that Joe gave me is number 1, and Joe says you need to know how to edit. Now, Joe, why you say that?
Because I started my show and I can't edit. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for her until she could do it. And if I could have do it, I'd just do it and put it up. But sometimes I gotta wait a week.
So you feel pigeonholed, right?
Right.
Right. You feel like you're at a deficit because you can't do it yourself. And it's not that Joe cannot learn how to edit, because I know I could teach him, because I know how to edit really, really well in iMovie. But he would need a Mac computer in order to do that, because he can't use mine because I'm constantly editing my own things.
I don't have Mac money. Mac money is like what, $1,500? I don't have Mac
for a little
money.
kunku one too, a small screen and small hard drive. So that's our goal in the future, to get him a Mac, and I'm going to train him how to edit. But for right now, I'm handling the editing for him. And you can edit with iMovie on your phone, but I don't know how to do that. I really don't know how to do a lot of things on my phone. I do everything on the computer because the phone's too small, and I'm constantly squinting, to see what I want to see. So my friend Grandma Dorothy that just passed away, YouTuber, I set her up in her cooking channel. She asked me to set her up. She gave me the money to go buy her the exact camera that I was using at the time when she started. I showed her the spot in her kitchen that she should stand at where the light came in through the window, so she didn't have to put lighting and stuff like that. And I was the one that told her at the end of every clip that you're taping, smile and go, we're gonna be right back, and smile, because it's easier to edit. Oh, the tree is spitting on me. You felt it? It's easier to edit out of a smile than out of a resting bitch face. You know what I mean? So, but she overdid it, and she just she grinned big. Oh, God rest her soul. I'm gonna go to her celebration of life real soon, guys. I'm gonna let you guys know more about that. Anyways, she didn't edit. No matter how I tried to teach her how to edit, she would invite me over there to teach other people how to edit. Teach my nephew, teach my grandson, teach my friend right here. And I went there twice. I taught this one guy first that was a worker for her from her prior business, and he did an excellent job. He learned pretty quickly. He was a Jamaican guy. And then when he left her because he got a real job, she had me train a friend of hers, a lady. And that lady, oh, she was dense. She couldn't get it at all. And I got frustrated and I told Grandma Dorothy, look, don't invite me back here no more to teach nobody else how to edit, because you should learn. So you can teach who you need to teach. Because she wasn't dumb. She could have learned it. She just didn't want to do it because editing is hard.
That's why any business you have, folks, anything you have, learn to do it yourself. I mean, if you could afford to make people help you, that's fine. But always learn to do stuff yourself.
Like for instance, when we wanted to buy a laundromat, Joe said he would go into school and learn how to fix washer and dryer. Why have a whole laundromat and don't know how to fix the stuff that's in there? Because those things will go bad because people are using them, right? So the next thing is know how to cook. Joe gave me that one too. Joe said you need to know how to cook. That one girl, Lisa Wynn, that I told you guys about, she's unique. She didn't know how to cook, but she's unique because she is making her whole video about me learning how to cook, right? So, and I guess she maybe had some ability in her that she didn't know of, and she's doing a really, really good job with her videos. So it would behoove you to know how to cook if you're gonna start a cooking video. You can't make no nasty food, no labby rice and beans, no beans, you know, rice local beans. You know what rice local beans is, Joe?
A lot of rice and a little bit of beans.
A lot of rice and a little beans for the rice and beans. You can't be doing things like that. You really need to know what you're teaching people. That's why I don't teach sewing tutorials, because I'm still learning and there's a lot that I don't know, and I know that I don't know, because we mess up a lot where we sew. We rip a lot and redo and recut and all type of stuff, right? So then the next thing, number 3, is have a camera. You cannot do a cooking show or any kind of show if you're not going to have a camera. No, you don't have to have a camera like I do. You could have a phone with a good camera on it. When I first started in 2011, I didn't even have a smartphone. So I had to sell a piece of ankle bracelet that I kept fixing over and over again. Didn't want to fix it no more. I went ahead and sold it at the outdoor swap meet when gold was a thing, when selling gold was a thing. And I went down to Kmart. See how long ago that was? Kmart don't even exist no more. And I bought a little rinky-dink $189 camera, and that's how I started. And then I graduated up as I went along. But these phones nowadays do so much that all you need is your phone, especially if you know how to take the thing off your phone and put it on the computer. I don't know how to do that. I did a whole segment the other day, right, Joe, out and about on the phone. It came out so lovely, and when I tried to airdrop it from the phone to the laptop, some of it was able to airdrop, some of it couldn't, and I had to send it through my Google Drive. Oh my God, it was a nightmare. So I don't do things on my phone. I tape on cameras all the time, okay? So then the next thing is have a tripod. You really and truly need a tripod so you don't have to bug people to hold the camera for you. I like to bug Joe and Joshua to hold the camera when I'm doing my ending things for the cooking show. Like when I'm saying my goodbye and tasting the food, because they can zoom in on the thing. They can, you know, they can move loosey-goosey, but sometimes they shake. Their hands shake, and then it annoys me. And I'm like, oh,
especially
I don't like this
when you
shaking.
get old like me again.
You're better than Josh. Joshua shakes a lot.
I know.
Yeah. So have a tripod. Now, there are a lot of times when I'm doing things on the countertop, you know, showing my hands in the video, where I'm not using a tripod. I'm using a can of beans. I have a can of Rosarita beans that I use, or a little Milo can or something, and I set the camera up on top of that. And that works really well for the kind of camera where the thing comes up like this. The screen flips up rather than out, because when it flips out, it tends to be wobble. So get a little tripod, a cheap one, but one that can hold your camera, okay? And I don't do overhead shots like these professional cooking videos unless somebody's over there holding it overhead for me, because that's too much moving things around, and I don't have sturdy enough tripods that will hold my good cameras. So they're my overhead shots, right? The next thing, number 5, is decide if you're going to show your face or not. Because honestly, guys, I've noticed that there are 2 different types of cooking videos. One that's recorded vlog style, which is the kind I do, because I've learned recently that vlogging is not a niche, Joel. Vlogging is a style of recording, editing, and publishing your videos.
That's true.
Right, it's not a niche. Vlogging is not a niche. It's just a style of recording. So the way I do my cooking show, I record it vlog style, meaning that I'm telling you about my family. I'm saying what's going on today. I'm jibber jabbering. Sometimes we go to the store to pick up the items, you know, stuff like that. And that's a vlogging style. You see me on camera. I wanted to be on camera since the beginning because I don't like doing voiceovers, and to do tutorial style videos you're gonna have to do voiceovers, and I abhor it. I can't stand it. I could never find a quiet place in the house. Every time I start to do my voiceover, the fridge starts to scream. Joe would, you know, move around in his computer chair if I'm doing it in the living room. If I go in the little office that I have now, the dog will come in there and start to growl and go on crazy because I'm in her room. You know, this dog face, you know. So Joshua will come out of his room and his door will make a screeching sound. I mean, oh my God, I hate doing voiceovers. I have to do some of them, but I hate doing it. So you decide, but I think I've noticed that the tutorial style videos do better. I've seen people grow whole channels from 0 to 100,000 in the course of 4 years doing tutorial style where they don't show their faces at all. You just see their hands and they do a voiceover. Like Divas Can Cook has millions of subscribers and she doesn't show her face at all. I mean, we know what she looks like because she was on Dr. Oz one time and she has her profile picture. She's showed her whole body in her profile picture and she has a book out where that same picture is on the front of the book. I don't see how she could put herself on the front of the book and not show her face on camera. I put myself on the front of my books because Joshua told me to do that because I actually show my face on camera and I'm a part of the brand. But she put her whole self on that book, right? On the front of that book. So decide if you're gonna do tutorials type cooking videos or if you're gonna do vlog style cooking videos. Pick the one that makes you happiest, all right? So then number 6, make searchable videos. This I am still trying to learn. I'm reading this book called The YouTube Formula by Daryl Eves and I'm learning a whole lot about what I've done wrong in the past 12 years and what I still don't know what I need to do right, but I'm getting a vibe for it, right, Joe? But you have to, like for instance, I started off with videos, making cooking videos with things that you can find in your pantry when your pantry is bare. That's why I named it that way. A lot of times we came home when we had our bottle printing business and the pantry was bare and we would find tomato sauce. Why? Because every time we took money out at Food for Less, we would buy 3 cans of tomato sauce. They were like 25 cents a can. That would be 75 cents and it got up to 33 cents a can, still quite at $1. But I would buy 3 cans and then take out $20 or whatever for gas. And so we always had tomato sauce.
And now it's 65 cents.
I swear, 65 cents a tin for tomato sauce. So anyways, we would open the pantry, and then we'd have refried beans either in the tin, or we would have the pinto beans that you get at all these churches that give away free food. Grandma Dorothy, that's how I met her. She had a business next door to my business, and she had a charity, so she would give away food to the, well, they sold the bags for $2, so just about giveaway. And it would come with a lot of pinto beans and we would make pinto beans into stew beans and then we'd go ahead and make it into refried beans and we'd have the tomato sauce, the pinto beans, we have onion from the free groceries also, right? And then you can scare up some type of cheese, Parmesan, whatever, and we would make garnaches, get the corn tortilla and we'd make garnaches. So that's why I started my channel, because I wanted to teach people how to cook out of basically nothing. But because I'm Belizean and I listened to some YouTube, I think it was Roberta Blake back in them days, say you have to niche down when you first start out. So I niched down into Belizean food and it was a good and a bad thing for me. A good thing because my channel did grow to over 100,000 subscribers in 11.5 years. But it was a bad thing because only 9% of Belizeans are watching me in Belize. And I don't know how many Belizeans are in the diaspora over here that's watching me. But for the most part, it's Americans that are watching my channel. And so I should have really niched down and catered to just Americanized food. Like chili fries and brownie loaded with, you know,
marijuana.
I don't want to say. Jada thinks my channel would do well if I just start cooking for the ganja people, for the weed smokers. So anyways, make searchable videos. If you figure it out, come back and put it in the comment and let me know what's a searchable video, because Barbara's still learning, okay? Interact with your audience. Oh my God, this is the hardest part for me because people in the comments can be so nice. I'd say 95% of the people are really amazing, and there's that 5% that we gravitate, our brains gravitate towards that negativity, and they really piss me off. Like last night I was reading a comment, somebody said, I really like your video, so that's the good part. Then the next part, he or she said, I've never seen a cooking video before where a different person's hands take the things out of the oven. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? So I had to go back and watch a whole video.
Well, that's a good
a
thing.
whole 9-minute video. That pissed me off that I had to go watch that video. And so because I don't like to watch back my own videos when they're up. I don't like to play back my own videos. So I went to go watch the video. The only videos I don't mind playing back are the tutorials, because I'm just like moving. I'm not like jibber jabbering on, right? So yeah, I had to go watch, and what happened was I made the Johnny cakes, and then when we were going to broil it for the last minute, because I said this is a trick that you can broil the top for the last minute, Joe took over and he moved the Johnny cake up on the higher shelf in the oven while I was running camera. So you saw his hands. So the people had issues. They always have issues with my hands. They say my hands look blacker than my face. What? It's lighting. When you look on my face, the lighting on my face, look, see?
Yeah, maybe when I change them, I think it's your hand.
Man, and then people get to me. But you still have to interact with audience, and then you're gonna find stalkers. People are gonna enter your life and act like they love you. They've been watching you since day one and just want to be your friend, blah 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 blah. And then you find out that it turns bad. I've had a lot of friendships that I've made through YouTube that have turned out bad, and I don't blame me for none of it. And I'm not a narcissist. You know why I don't blame me for none of it? Because from the minute I met the person and I saw different traits that I didn't like, I should have walked the hell away. You already know in real life, if I met them in real life, these people I've never met in real life. If I met them in real life and they had those quality and those traits, I would have bounced a long time ago. So why not bounce off of YouTube too from them? Okay, back up, stand all the way over there, right? And keep certain things secret to yourself, because people will come in and act like they know you. Like for instance, when we went to the beach the other day, this man set his bag down. He had his name on his bag. His name is Art Sirota. I already knew this man's name before he knew I knew his name. If I were the killer, I could go and say, Art? And he would say, well, how do you know me? And then you chloroform him and put him in the back of the car, right? That's how people get you. That's why mommy didn't used to let us put our names on our backpacks and stuff when we were little. And she didn't let us wear any necklace with our names on it. Remember, I wanted a necklace with my name on it forever. When I got it, she forbid me to wear it. And I was grown and married to Joe. Don't wear it. People are going to know your name and they're going to approach you, and you're not going to know how they know your name, and it's too familiar. So familiarity breeds contempt. Keep a safe distance between you and your viewers, even though you want to interact with them, and don't tell them every single thing. Like my brother has a nickname, my older brother, that I don't share publicly ever, and if anybody knows his nickname is because they know me, and I know this. Once they come up and they know him, because they say, a lot of people come, I went to school with you at All Saints School. I'm like, okay, so who was the principal? Because it was this person was the principal forever. And if they don't know who the principal was, I know they're lying. And who switched out after that guy left, right? I know they're lying. And then if I say, okay, so my brother went to school with me. Did you know him? Oh yeah, I know your brother. What was his nickname? They can't come up with it. You don't know me. Back up. Back all the way up. Okay? So anyways, so you want to interact, but be careful how you interact. Put up 3 videos a week at least. Once upon a time when I started 12 years ago, 1 video a week was sufficient. Now YouTube values recency, and if you could put up 2 videos a day, it would benefit you. But for cooking videos, it's gonna be hard, okay? So at least 3 a week, all right? And I would do it Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, only because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday leaves the whole weekend open for people to forget who you were. You always want to put a weekend in there, but do what days feel best for you, okay? Niche down. I said that earlier, that guy Roberta Blake said to niche down. When you first start, you kind of want to niche down, but when you grow to 100,000 like I have, you kind of want to blossom. All right?
Spread your wings.
You want to spread your wings, and you want to pivot, and that's what we're doing right here. We're pivoting. We're not changing the channel from a cooking channel per se, but we're pivoting to more lifestyle, because I have been showing you my lifestyle. And I want to do more of these videos where I tell you behind the scenes what it takes to make a cooking channel or even a cooking video. Plus I want to show you what we're doing for the summer and stuff, and I don't want it to be a vlog. Well, remember I just said a vlog is not a niche. A vlog is just a style of recording. I got to get that in my head. Just a style of recording. Yeah, I don't want it to be like you follow me for my every minute of the day, but just the pieces that I want to show you for the day, okay? So then number 10, ask yourself this. Is this really something that's going to give you joy to make these cooking videos? Because when I first started, honestly, I didn't start to make cooking videos to make cooking videos. I started to make cooking videos because I wanted to sell my cookbook. And I don't have any other talent. Bless you, honey. I don't have any other talent in me that I can do well enough that can make money on YouTube. I can sing, but that's not going to make money on YouTube, because I'm going to have to depend on, what do you call the thing? Fan funding. And I hate depending on people to give me their money, because when people give you their money, they have you like this. They could tell you what to do. They withdraw their money when you piss them off. Like if they come in your live event and you didn't even see them, so you can't say hello to somebody you didn't see, and they get pissed and I'm going to hold back my money from her. I don't know. No. You said something, you wanted to give me a number 10. Remember, you wanted to give me a number 10? Inside, you gave me a number 10, a good one. Can you remember it?
Like I'm saying, in these days, like in 2023, I think cooking is dead.
Joe's advice to you is, if you want to start a cooking page, Joe's advice is don't.
I mean, if you know you could do it, then go ahead. But for me, I wouldn't do it because, I mean, you have people that have millions of subscribers in cooking right now, and they don't even make
Laura in the kitchen has 3 million. She makes $6,700 a month,
That's
just
no kind of
enough
money.
for the government to take it all.
I know,
Yeah.
I know guys making $40,000 on one video.
One video, doing travel vlogs.
Do travel black.
Yeah. Joe's advice is, so let's go back to the first question that people always ask me, Joe, is, you know, should I start a cooking channel in 2023? Yes and no. Yes, start it if you want to start it, if you have joy in doing this, if you have money to invest in the groceries, because I thought I could just make the things that we were eating daily, and you pretty much run out of ideas pretty quickly.
Yep.
And if you want to know where I get some of my recipes from and my cooking ideas, comment below and I will make another follow-up video telling you where you can find recipes and stuff if you want to get started. So make sure that you have some money set aside, not for equipment per se, but for you to even buy the groceries. Groceries are very expensive, and a lot of the things I make I can't eat because I have intestinal issues, and so I have to give it away or throw it away if my family is not going to eat it. And it gets really costly. You know, I don't like to throw away food, but over here where I live, they don't like you to feed the homeless, so I don't want to give my neighbor across the street everything and sicken her. She would gladly take, but I want to get sick eating all that stuff. So yes, you might be the one that will take off if you're so unique, like these people that I tell you about. There's other people, what they're doing is showing you how to like have a party off of $20. That's something that I'll make a video on. We'll get $20 and we will put together items that we think could make a party, and for a party of maybe 10 people.
Right.
Right?
I think things like that just would make it. But just regular cooking, like what she's doing, just get up. I'll make a cake today, blah blah blah. Show the cake. I make a chicken dinner today, and just
It's not searchable.
It's not
unless you're putting a firework in that chicken or something and exploding it.
Right.
It's not searchable.
I mean, maybe like 10 years ago it was all right, but right now, that to
Joe
me,
is
cooking
definitely.
dead.
So you're definitely a no. Don't start a cooking page.
I mean, for the last 5 years, I'm telling her, get all the cooking, do something different. Yeah.
So Joe's answer to the question is no. Whenever we meet people, Joe said no, don't do it. I always tell people, yes, do it if that's your passion, because you might be the one. I don't ever want to hold anybody back, all right? So I hope that this video helps you make a decision as to whether you want to start a channel or not. We try to be very transparent. We're not professional at this. We're still learning. And comment below if you want to see me make a party for 10 out of $20. I don't even know if it's possible, but if that's a video that you want to see, we will go through my 1,500 videos and we will find different things that we could cook for a party of 10 and see if we could manage it for under $20. What do you think?
I don't think so.
We will. Well, they need to comment and let me know if they want me to try this.
Yeah, you can try it. But
comment and let me know if you want me to make that video, okay? Meanwhile, thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated in the summer. Don't do what I did, wear my little thing and get burnt like this. This is the first time I've ever gotten burned, and I don't ever want to do that again. So I'm going to run inside, get away from this heat, and I'll see you, well, we'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to check out Joe's channel at Hello People Joe here. Hello people. Do it, baby. Do it.
hello, people. Joe here.
Check Joe's channel out. He's got some good videos there. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, kind of like a lifestyle thing, but he wants to interview people about their jobs and their lifestyle, right? Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Au revoir.
Bye-bye, people.
I'm gonna start saying that at the end. Au revoir. I'm gonna start saying that for my ending. Au revoir, and then you say bye-bye, people.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. That's
What?
French.
Au revoir.
It's français. It's français.
How you say it?
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Oh my God. Stop it, Joe. Stop it.
This is the Bare Pantry Show.